Hamza Yousaf, the new leader of the Scottish National Party. He will replace Nicola Sturgeon as the First Minister of Scotland. This was the moment when he made history.
I therefore declare Hamza Yousaf duly elected as the Scottish National Party leader. Congratulations, Hamza. And I now invite you up to say a few words.
He's only 37 years old, the youngest person, and the first Muslim to lead Scotland. The poignancy of the moment was not lost on him and his family. Hamza Yousaf is the son of a Pakistani immigrant. His father moved to Glasgow in the 1960s. His grandfather, who used to work in a sewing factory, barely spoke English when he arrived in Scotland. And today Yousaf will lead Scotland. And it struggled for independence. On the other side of the negotiating table will be this man, Rishi Sunak, the Indian origin Prime Minister of the UK. And we're just getting started. The Mayor of London is Sadiq Khan, also the son of Pakistani immigrants. So the three most powerful people in the UK today trace their roots to India and Pakistan. Then we have neighbouring Ireland again, led by an Indian origin Prime Minister. His name is Leo Varadkar. And this is the rise of the native people of India who were once and Pakistan called rogues and rascals. These were the words of one of Britain's most celebrated Prime Ministers, Winston Churchill. Indians rogues and rascals. This was back in 1947 when he argued against India's independence. Churchill said, and I quote, "If independence is granted to India, power will go to the hands of rascals, rogues, freebooters. All Indian leaders will be of low caliber and men of straw." But Churchill and the might of British imperialism could not stop an idea whose time had come. The idea of an independent India. And the much-fated British politician could not have been more wrong. Churchill made his bigoted comment in 1947. In 2020, to the so-called low-caliber men of straw, led India to overtake the United Kingdom, to become the fifth largest economy in the world. So we say to Winston Churchill, we did just fine. But Britain perhaps had such a dearth of calibre that it had to import its leaders and its hot footing to its former colonies to fill the void. How delicious is tyranny! No surprise that social media cannot keep calm. The mean floodgates have opened. On a more serious note, the possible partition of the UK, with Scotland seeking to break away, could very well be brokered by two persons of colour. One of Indian origin and the other of Pakistani origin. Scottish independence is top of Joseph's agenda. He made that clear in his victory speech.
My solemn promise and commitment to you is that I will kickstart our grassroots, our civic-led movement, and ensure our drive for independence is in fifth gear. The people of Scotland need independence now more than ever before, and we will be the generation that delivers independence.
According to a local poll, about 4 in every 10 people in Scotland support independence. Of course, UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is less enthusiastic about it. He rejected the call for another Scottish referendum on independence. But a spokesperson said that Sunak is, quote, looking forward to working with Yousaf. Last year, the UK Supreme Court passed an order that the Scottish government cannot hold an independence referendum. The last one was held in the 20th of September 1450. 5% of the voters wanted to remain with the UK. So the task is cut out for the Newly. And while the subcontinent rejoices in the rise of another one of its sons, the road itself is far from cheerful. In 2016, he wore a gold-embroidered schiavone and a kilt when he took oath in the Scottish Parliament. But now, as the First Minister of Scotland, will have to deliver beyond the optics. Because the struggle for independence is a long and arduous process, and the British have a proclivity for power. Just ask India.